They gon' love me for my ambition.
This is this week's paid promoter snippet.
About to fall off, yeah, I need me a grip. Game by the handy, I don't even trip. Left, right, which one you pick? Came tight, I'm going back in. Ain't looking back, yeah, I'm going all in. The squad is so big, now we don't even fit. Don't even think that they know to be lit. Going insane when you hear me spit. Shawty look fine and she know it. Even the silver be golden. I walk in the spot like I own it. Wherever we going, we showing, I know.
Like what you heard, be sure to click down below in the description. And also feel free to email us at complexambition401@gmail.com. Bam!
Shout out to everybody out there in the world. You guys could be anywhere in the world, but right now in this moment, you're watching this video, and I appreciate that. My name is Sound at It's a Vibe on all social medias from Complex Ambition. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell for more videos. But here are my top 10 worst albums of 2020. I think these are not debatable. I think these are the worst albums of last year. But please debate me in the comments. Share your opinion. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I don't give a fuck. Please, this is just some content to discuss. We had to wait until 2021 to discuss music from 2020. I wanted the year to be fully wrapped up. And now it's fully wrapped. Here's my list. 10th worst album last year, I think, is Playboi Carti's Whole Lotta Red. I think mostly due to the anticipation that it had. You had Whole Lotta Red being one of the most anticipated albums of the last decade, at least half decade. And it didn't live up to the hype. It's starting to grow on me a bit now, but it did not live up to the ultimate Whole Lotta Red hype, what it should have been. Now, do I think it's the worst album of the year? No. But I think it's amongst them. That's why it's number 10. I don't want to give it that much trash as people have been giving it. I think it's something you got to go back and listen to. But did it live up to the hype? No. He fucked up multiple occasions. He should have dropped earlier, and he didn't put songs on it that people wanted. We might get another version. The original version last year, top 10 worst albums. Nav, Good Intentions. I love Nav's first project because it consisted of all his SoundCloud songs. I love Nav's sound. But lately his projects for me haven't been as cohesive as they could be. I think Good Intentions is one of his worst albums, if not his worst. I think the drug talk that he sort of talks about kind of gets too repetitive and kind of scary. I hope he gets some help. But he is an artist, so this is his art. But in my opinion, it's just one of the worst. How do you guys feel about it? Ty Dolla $ign, featuring Ty Dolla $ign. One of the worst albums last year. Again, I think because of the hype. Ty Dolla $ign, people have been waiting for that album by him. He has amazing features. And he knows that himself. That's why he called it featuring Ty Dolla $ign. But Ty Dolla $ign did not live up to the hype of what this album could have been. Which it should have been one of the best R&B albums, if not the best one of last year. But it was not. And by a large margin, there was a lot of better R&B albums. Ty, what's going on? The Baby, blame it on Baby. I think The Baby is the fall off. Currently, I think his career has been sort of taking an incline when it comes to popularity, but a decline when it comes to the quality of music. He's The Baby, so he's always going to be The Baby, right? But, man, he has better projects, and, like, it's not cohesive. Like, Kirk was an amazing album, and even the recent project where he dropped, I think it was an EP dedicated to his brother who passed away, that was really good. But then you had Blame It On Baby, which was the follow-up major album to Kirk, you know, and it didn't live up to the hype. I think it came too soon. He did a deluxe. I think it was too rushed. It was too much shit going on with that album. People really don't even talk about it. Like, it came and went. And you had Rockstar, which was a huge song, but to me it was annoying. But it was a huge song on the radio. How do you guys feel about The Baby? Blueface! Horrible album. It has to be in the top 5 worst albums. But there's a lot of worst albums, so I had to keep it 6. But Find the Beat, phenomenal title because he always never is on beat. So he can find the beat, but the album was awful. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's keep it moving. He's fallen off, man. Whack 100, that whole label, Cash Money West. They're going to have to start doing some new things for him, music-wise. Because I know money he's making, but music ain't hitting. Megan Good. No, it's not Megan Good. It's Megan's album, Good News. But it's not good. It was bad news. I think this album should have never been called her debut album. One of the worst debut albums in recent times. She had a lot of good projects, mixtapes. That should have been the album. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of pathetic. Had a couple challenges off of this, a couple singles, But the album itself was bad. There's a lot of bad music. Some of her worst music, in my opinion. And I love Megan Thee Stallion. I think she's the best female artist right now. That's why I have her to such high regard. But that's why this is one of the worst albums of last year. Moving on. A$AP Ferg, Floor Seats, Volume 2. I think A$AP Ferg needs to stop releasing music for a while. Floor Seats 1 and 2 to me have been misses. He rarely misses. He's really good. He tends to be a good album artist. He's a good single artist, but even his singles have been missing recently. I think he's also more of a touring artist, a touring act. So maybe since the COVID, that sort of made him sort of fall off. How do you guys feel about A$AP Ferg? Do you guys even know that Floor Seats 2 came out? Because it had very low sales and low popularity, but I did pay attention to it because I pay attention to everything that releases, especially when it comes to hip-hop. Floor Seats. Justin Bieber Changes, my top 3 worst album of last year. Justin Bieber was supposed to drop what was supposed to be a phenomenal R&B element, like Journals vibe, you know, which was, I think, his best project, Journals. But it was not that. He came off of being a newfound or newly found again Christian, right? Religious again. Had a documentary speaking about fame, drug addiction. He's going through a lot. He's one of the biggest stars of all time, but this album did not live up to the hype. He was pissed off because it wasn't categorized as R&B or something like that, but it was categorized as pop. I'm pissed off because it wasn't a good album, Justin. You can do better, and I think you know you can do better. Chance the Rapper has been vouching for you like it's his fucking son, like you're his son. I don't know what's going on with that dynamic. That shit gotta cut out. We need Justin to be the real Justin. I don't care about it. We're moving on. Top 2 worst albums. Either one of these could have been the worst album of the year. Number 2 for me, Tory Lanez Daystar. I hate the fact that he made a whole album discussing the subject of violence, domestic violence. Potentially, you have an open case. The whole album was about it. Some people might debate it's not, whatever. To me, if you listen to it throughout, the lyrics consisted of it being about the love and like everything that's going on with him and her, Megan. She put out a bad album, but this Tory Lanez album was worse. It was named Daystar, titled after his legal name, so it had the potential to be one of his best albums because you have, you know, such a professional way to go about it. I would say any rapper and every rapper should sort of do that. You know, you had the baby do Kirk, you know, Tory Lanez Daystar. They're legal names, but it was not good, people. 6ix9ine had the worst album of the year by far. Tattletales. It was horrible. Again, my list mostly consists of also not just bad music, but music that didn't live up to the hype. You have hype. You are an artist. I'm a fan. Do you live up to the hype? When I listened to it as a fan upon release, these albums didn't. The top 10, they did not. Specifically, 6ix9ine came out of jail, fresh out of jail. Gooba, Ring It Off, kinda. Kids loved it. I wasn't much of a fan of it. I don't respect what he did, but I understand you have to make your money. So I was like, oh, I kind of respected. Like, damn, this nigga does not stop. I respected his consistency. Like, he does not stop. But that shit was trash. His worst album, his worst music, Tattletales. Akon, you're fucking horrible for giving him that feature. Wasted potential collaboration. It was just bad. And he didn't have any other collaborations because no one wanted to work with him. Because you had bad music and you have bad energy. Hopefully he does like a rebrand. Something has to happen with him. Daniel Hernandez, he could do the legal name shit like Daystar, like Tory did. He could do something different. Am I really going to be checking for it? Not really. I want him to get more professional, man. He's got to move different. I don't like the whole antic shit still going on. I think it's going to get played out. I think it's already played out. I think he's not relevant no more. But that was the worst album. So I guess he is kind of relevant because he is making someone's top 1 list, even though it's in a negative light. Comment down below. What do you guys feel about this? Is Tattletales the worst album of last year? What's the worst album of last year? Share your opinions. Please debate me. You know, DM me. Feel free at It's a Vibe, all social media. Or just comment down below in the description, beneath the description. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. More videos coming soon. Until next time, it was a pleasure. This is Sound from Complex Ambition. Don't take me serious. Respectfully.